Yeah, okay. I mean, maybe someone caught her with that note. Maybe they think she's associated with the mastermind or something. I darted out of the spa lounge, my eyes tearing through the hall as I screamed at the top of my lungs for help from anyone! Help! Two people swept in at the sound of my voice. What is it? Stop making so much noise. The music is enough of a racket. It's Pandora. She's... Where is she? Oh, shit. We raced back to the spa lounge. Cyrus's and Conan's eyes were bound immediately toward the horrific... So I already see something in the pool. Oh! Conan gasped sharply and flinched, nearly toppling over backwards from the recoil. Cyrus's expression hardened. A quiet anger emanated from him. It's almost palpable in the air. I myself was completely drained. All I could do was stare in a cold silence. Finally, the music ceased and a new announcement began. Uh-oh. At last, a body has been discovered in the spa lounge. You will be granted a period of investigation, and then we begin our class trial. Please accept this generous gift of a special report called the fucking Monokuma. Why? It will be printed from the digital kiosk, and it outlines the details of a poor lost friend. Your lives depend on solving this case, so get a crack on, everybody. The announcement cut out, allowing stiff apprehension to suffocate the scene. Investigation. They want us to investigate Pandora's dead body. And how dare that announcement call her a poor lost friend? It's their fault for forcing this game on us! Echo, please calm yourself. It appears we've been given an opportunity to right this wrong. It may be difficult to swallow, but this didn't just happen out of nowhere. Someone did this. Culprit. Culprit? It's only appropriate. The culprit we are seeking is the killer responsible for Pandora's death. His voice was firm, but I could see him clenching his jaw and his eyebrows furrowed as he looked back at the body. Kanon, however, stood unmoving. She neither moved nor spoke since I saw her flinch at the first sight. It's like she froze. Alright. The door flew open suddenly and I heard everyone clamoring at the spa lounge entryway. She shrieked and immediately fainted. Say! The rest of us made their way in, fright painting everyone's faces as they each caught sight of the spa's terrible centerpiece. Unbelievable. I wish that announcement was made in jest, but it appears I made a fool for hoping. Oh, ew. This is too much. Why, Pandora, why? Everyone seemed at a loss, with good reason for sure. The announcement said we were given a period of investigation, but I couldn't help but think it was such a detached request. Investigate the murder of our friend. Where would we even begin? Missy's commanding voice broke the silence. So, we've been instructed to investigate such a thing. The Monokuma file should tell us about the means of her death. How do we even start? Does anyone know the first thing about investigating a dead body? No one spoke up, but Missy pressed on. All we can do is investigate to the best of our ability. There's even a small trifling matter that plays into this. Keep it in mind. We need to put our best foot forward in investigation if we are to find this heartless culprit. I have a bad feeling that the class trial may be an unforgiving scene. Such a tragedy. Dreadful, more so that we must be the ones to discover the culprit among us. Everyone was visibly stressed. We all stood some feet away from the body, afraid of approaching the reality of our situation. The air was thick with tension, but Ashley cut through. Missy's right. We need to get to the bottom of this. Someone killed our friend for some awful reason, if not for the ultimate prize. Murder is murder. Someone dies at another's hand and that life is taken away. One lives and one dies. There's no grey area about it. Ashley's eyes were fiery with intent. Someone here. She trailed off, but we could fill the blanks on our own. She didn't dare to utter the idea that someone standing within our ranks did this. She marched over and gently laid her hand on Pandora's, sharing a moment of silence for her. The rest of the group was unnerved, but silently agreed. Missy and Ashley were stunned, but they were right. I was shocked at the sight of Pandora's body, but I mostly felt sad. She looked peaceful, suspended in a newfound endless slumber. The longer I looked at Pandora, the more the suffocating melancholy in my heart grew. My heart ached to hear her voice again, to see her smile. She had so much life. It was dashed away in an instant. I clung to whatever memories I had of her. I couldn't let her warmth, her love, her hope go unforgotten. Someone killed her. We need to find out who. Only for our peace of mind, but for Pandora's sake. Despite my fervor, I was still anxious about investigating a body. It was only natural. Just this morning, Pandora was so animated, sharing her breakfast pastries and getting along with everyone. But now all the signs of life were erased, leaving a cold semblance of a person. I tried to work through the nerves by asking the others their thoughts on this situation. That is, if anyone had anything to say. Ooh, spooky. There's 3 things, but I suppose we can read the Monokuma file. The Monokuma file sheds some light on Pandora's death. It looks like a considerable amount has been conveniently omitted. Or rather, the entire file has been paraphrased for the purpose of vagueness? May I take a look? Missy handed me a black postcard-sized sheet. Right. Okay. Despair-inducing, but instead of her enacting despair, her death is what induces despair instead. Ooh. I see. Victim suffered from strangulation. No further injuries detected. No time of death. Strangulation. Is that all the information we have? Unfortunately. However, we have yet to inspect the scene itself. I trust none of the first witnesses shifted anything around upon arrival. I didn't touch anything. I saw her body, ran out and yelled for help, which called Cyrus and Kanon. Neither of them approached her. Well, there's not much else we can do. Swallowed hard. I still wasn't ready to confront the body, but I steeled myself regardless. Something deep in my heart told me I needed to do this. God, I know what you're thinking. It's hard, but we need to face her. Oh, discuss. Oh, we can talk to people. Oh, fun. Okay, sure, I guess. Oh, whatever my mouse is on, we will investigate. I think I'm going to be sick. Oh, I rubbed his back as he took deep breaths. Hey, it'll be okay. Art could barely eke out a word in his state. I don't blame you, sir. Echo. It's selfish, but after I heard the announcement, I was relieved to see you standing in the room. That said, Pandora didn't deserve this. No one deserves this. I just hope she didn't suffer. Ashley fell silent and stared at our lost friend. I'd never seen Ashley so distraught. This is distressing to say the least. Echo, were you the first one here? As far as I'm concerned, yeah. I didn't catch anyone else on my way here, though. So I can't say I saw anyone suspicious who could have done all the shadowy figure. Oh, we didn't get a good look. Dang it. You came pretty quick after I shouted. Did you happen to see anyone? I can't say that I did. I was in the climbing center right next door, too. Was Kanon with you? She came at about the same time as you, if I recall correctly. No, I was by myself. While I was in the climbing center, I left the door open if anyone wanted to join in recreation. No one came by the center, and I didn't leave until I heard your voice. I ran into Kanon shortly thereafter in the hallway just in front of the spa lounge. Weird. I didn't run into anyone on the first floor either, so whoever did it must have vanished? It's unlikely. Regardless, how did the culprit give us the slip? Cyrus was grumbling to himself as he tried to organize the events past. Is it really possible that the music provoked murder? I can't wrap my head around music being used to motivate something so extreme. Maybe it's a subliminal message. Oh, I agree. I cannot condone the vilifying of music. It's proven that music has therapeutic qualities, but conversely, select sounds have the ability to cause anxiety and other negative effects. In that case, maybe the motivating music was meant to make us stop thinking clearly? I definitely felt startled when it began. Perhaps. Rhythm of music can affect your body, given our experience with the motivating music. It was high-paced and likely used to cause, as an announcer said, blood-pumping excitement. I suppose those qualities could have been abused to activate a fight-or-flight response that would inevitably end up like this. Is that so? Wretched music was certainly irritating, but for someone to succumb and produce such an intense reaction, to what end? Was the music really that motivating? Don't talk to me. Kanon spoke through tightly gritted teeth. She looked disturbed. Lyle, what are you thinking? If I'm being honest, I don't know. There's not a lot on the scene to dissect. The only thing that caught my eye was that shred of paper in the spa pool, but it's completely ruined. I expected a bit more keen observations from him, but even Lyle was either stumped or too shocked to speak on the matter. We'll get to the paper. I want to talk to everyone. I admit, this is nothing if not shocking to see. The words were unwavering, but Missy's voice was cracked and disjointed. Yeah, I can't believe it actually happened. It's inconceivable. To Pandora, nonetheless. She held together quite strongly. I'm certain her spirit would not have been crushed by a game constructed of fee. Alas, there's no use thinking in hopeful hypotheticals now that this has occurred. Yeah. I'm shaken at how articulate, even on the subject of death, Misty remained. Alright, so... Say fainted as soon as she entered the spa lounge. Oh yeah, she's still out cold, eh? Forte was kind enough to situate her in a spare chair off to the side to regain her strength. We talked to everyone, I believe, and now we can go back to this paper thing, which I've been eyeing for a while. There's a small scrap of paper in the pool. What's that? Not sure. I carefully fished out the scrap of paper, taking care not to tear it. It's the Kuma note. It was soaked, causing the words to be completely illegible, but we know what it is. Oh, it's impossible to read. Yeah, it's ruined. It almost fell apart in my hands. A new note, perhaps. However, the writing is impossible to decipher at this point. But how could this refuse be remotely related to the case at hand? Dunno. It seems kind of out of place, though. Didn't Lyle say it was in the pantry? Whoa, that note gets around, eh? Remember, the announcement from this morning said there was a special gift for whoever went to the atrium. I don't think that's the gift. I think there's something else involved. That is correct. Is it possible that this note was the supposed special gift? I think it just gets around. I can't say. However, I noticed the larger ink blots were vaguely in the shape of something I have seen before. What? I left the shreds of paper on the side of the pool. Wait, what? Ink blot? We haven't... Oh, we don't have any evidence, do we? Oh, speaking of which, I didn't see the menu. How do I access it? Lol. Okay. Yeah, I didn't see this yet, actually. Oh, wow, cool. Ew, okay, I kind of want to see this real quick. You can skip this if you want, but I want to see this. Alright, so... I guess I'm not reading it out loud. Interesting, okay. Oh, wow, you got a signature, that's cute. You don't like swimming. Is that going to be important? It's like frogs. December 2. Alright. Oh, rip. At least they don't have, like, the... Excuse me? What? What's that? On the side. I'm not sure what that was. Interesting. I don't know what's going on the side here. Vintage telephones, tropical birds, oh, okay, playing darts, homeschooled, Daisy. Daisy? Right. Interesting. Yeah, alright, fancy. Hold on, sorry, whoa, this is really cool. June 12th, umbrellas and cats. Okay, fair. Being rushed, lemonade. Sorry. Purple here. Oh, what? Oh, what? They have, like, respective flowers? What does flowers have to do with it? Interesting. Are flowers going to be... Oh, okay. That could be fun. Alright. Jazz music. Oh, okay. I love that. Dust. No. Yes, her name is Flower Music, like I initially thought. I called it. I called it. Okay. Wow, I can read kanji also. And then her last name is Big Ricefield, I think. Big Ricefield Flower Sound. Wow. Oh, I'm fluent. Okay, no. I think I read everything. I didn't read any of it out loud, I'm sorry, but yeah, I'm just... Oh, with the ultimate question mark, let's go! Interesting. Sorry, I'm just... Hey, what is this side thing? I feel stupid, what's this side thing? Are they like our best friends or something? Or... What's going on? Oh, okay, so we hover over it, and then... What is going on? I can't interact with it, can I? Okay. Oops. Yeah, okay. Oh my gosh, sorry. I know! There's a party. I'm so sorry, Pandora, but I really want to see this. Okay, he has a bromance with, Lyle. I'm not sure what his relationship with the other two is. Okay. Yeah, we definitely seen her with Ashley. She had an interaction with Say. She gave her something. We still don't know what it is, actually. I don't know what her relationship is with Art. Oh my god. I'm gonna be stuck here for a while. I'm so sorry. Okay, yeah, we definitely saw these two interact. Interesting. Yeah, okay, of course not. She don't want to be with anyone. Yeah, so Ashley's our bestie. We seem to get on with Missy and Lyle. Okay, if you say so. Okay, Forte, hello. Whoa, you are tall. What the heck is... Never mind. Party. You don't like parties? Okay. Ah, you definitely don't get on with Lyle, but Kanon. But Kanon doesn't have any one-sided much. Interesting. Yes, I am looking forward to seeing more dynamics, so that's probably what hovering your cursor over the character does. Alright, I'm curious about Siren. Oh, March 20. Oh no. Sorry. We're your bestie! Oh my god, we're your bestie! Oh my god! Fresh laundry journaling. Oh, okay. Anyway. Oh my god, the chair! Yeah, I know you two have a thing going on. What's going on? Oh my gosh. Chocolate ganache. Oh my god, not this shit. Oh my god! There's so many references. Oh my god. Okay, where the is the Leighton hat? Like, you can't be a puzzle master without, like, come on, where's the Leighton reference? Okay, I see two references. I don't know. There's a Rubik's Cube. I'm not sure what the sword is, but... Wait, what's that on the side? The ball. I can't tell what it is. But... The references. I'm scared. Missy, hello. Okay, fair. Oh, that's interesting. No relationship with each other. Because we've seen, like, Art and Missy together a lot, but... Yeah, so she seems to get on with Ashley, Pandora, or Rip. And Forte. Interesting. Okay, I think there are some dynamics I missed. 170. Oh, the geranium. Cool. Alright, last but not least, Ashley. Nice signature. Of course, we're your bestie. Rip Pandora and Missy. Okay, interesting. I'm sorry for faffing around here, but wow, this has been very fruitful. Lyle, what are these references? I'm scared. I think that means something. Well, this has been fun. Okay. Oh, but yeah, it doesn't look like they're actual free time events. Like, we can't get skills or whatever, like other games. But yeah, it was fun to read nonetheless. Wow. Juicy. Anything else? Okay, going back to the No, do not. My bad. Okay. Okay, Pandora, sweetie, I'm so sorry. We will avenge you. It's Pandora's body. Her bracelet, formerly a rose gold, was now vibrant neon pink. It changes color. That's wild. As difficult as it is, we have to search the body and scene for clues. Nevertheless, Missy was having a hard time looking directly at Pandora's body. Do you notice anything odd? Well, besides the strangle marks, and apparently her bracelet changed color, I did not see that personally. I don't know, is she gripping something? Her neck seems to be in pretty bad shape. It looks, red from some kind of stress. Other than that, I can't really figure anything else out. The victim report. According to the Monokuma file, the cause of death states she suffered strangulation. Sounds like it checks out. Let's think about it. Where's the murder weapon? If she was strangled, with what did the culprit strangle her with? I think the murder weapon is in the climbing center. It has ropes. I'm sus of like Cyrus and Art because they were there at one point. I'm scared. Oh, and Ashley was with us at one point too. Like, whoever went to the climbing center is sus to me so far. But I don't... That's just a theory for now. Okay. Good question. Do you think the culprit went to the climbing center and used the rope? Or perhaps they cruelly used their... I don't think they used their hands. It doesn't look like hand marks. Oh, I shuddered at the thought. The fact that we have to think about how the culprit committed such a thing was, unnerving. Oh, is that it? Yeah, nothing else looks weird. Continue, what's this? Oh, what? That's it? After investigating Pandora's body, I felt an exhaustion like none other. Never in my life did I think I would be experiencing something like this. The weight of the shock and melancholy of it all bore heavy on my shoulders. Is there nothing else we can do? I wonder. Did anyone see anything else suspicious on their way over here? We all looked at one another, but no one replied. Everyone was understandably on edge. Of course no one wanted to talk. It appears we've exhausted all avenues of our investigation here. Such a lackluster amount of clues doesn't bode well for us. Yes, but if we've done all we can looking into the scene, there's nothing left but to discover Pandora's killer. Of course, it's easier said than done. I heard Kanon grumbling in the corner. She seemed distressed. Alright, I think I've given you all enough leeway to get yourselves together. So it's time for the class trial. I hope you had enough ammunition to shoot down the culprit. If not, then I guess you're all out of luck. I hope we're the lucky student because I'm gonna need all that right now. I need some Nocturne level bullshit. There's an elevator in the main foyer that will cruise you all down to the special class trial courtroom. Okay, you said cruise. I still think we're on a ship. I don't know. If you do not assemble in the elevator quickly, I will send out a radio transmission that will release the toxic gas that's in your bracelets. You want to find out who did it, right? You don't want your lives to end before you even had a chance to defend yourselves, right? All that and more will be available for your group in the courtroom. Let's get a move on. I'll be seeing you shortly. The announcement went out as quickly as it came. really happening so quickly? The group shifted around anxiously. What are we waiting for? Ashley took the first strides out of the room, but not without giving Pandora one last somber look from the doorway. Forte gently eased Say awake, turning her gaze from the unsightly scene and helping her as she hobbled out. One by one, the others filtered out of the spa lounge. That's it? I stood back for a moment to take one last look at Pandora. Oh, sweetie. We all stepped into the large elevator and began the dark descent into the supposed courtroom. The elevator sailed noiselessly toward our unknown destination for what felt like an eternity. Silently, we stood. No one dared to speak. I had a lump in my throat from the anxiety, the fear, the sadness. My stomach was knotted, my head dizzy, my heart aching. The spa lounge we were meant to investigate came short of any useful clues. We were only able to procure 2 traces of evidence, one fact of which was already stated simply in the victim report, and another was a secret note that only few were aware of. Nervous was an understatement. I was at a complete loss. The elevator eventually slid to a standstill, shaking me from my thoughts. Oh no, it's official. The doors open to reveal a rendezvous point. The spacious dome-shaped room was topped with a glass ceiling. A third of the foundation revealing the sunset sky outside our conference. What is up with this? It's artificial. There is no way that is natural light. I'm sus. The walls themselves were barren and simple, and matte navy blue with a rim light illuminating the room. Hanging on the wall across the hallway was a grim picture frame representing Pandora. The profile had been crudely stricken with a violent pink X. Okay, so now we're calling it pink. Or maybe it's just paint, I don't know. The picture frame was positioned so it was looking almost hauntingly over a circular group of podiums. It was a bleak place. To think there was a dedicated location for whatever was about to occur. Just where were we? Welcome one and all to the trial grounds. The stairs before you will be the key locale for today's trial. So let's see some hustle, people. The announcement was much more imposing in the courtroom, echoing through the dome chamber, each reverberation almost pushing us into place. We steadily settled in and stood in silence. At the stands, we were placed in a circular fashion. Our faces, our fears, and our emotions were exposed to one another. The atmosphere, thick with anxiety, was palpable and crushing. I could feel my heavy heart pounding in my head. My palms were sweaty. I could feel a dreadful, eerie chill going up my spine. I tried to be strong, but my knees were weak, my breath short. We were here because of one unmistakable fact. Someone killed her. Pandora Asper, the ultimate baker. A gentle and caring person who wanted nothing more than to share a good spirit and delectable treats with the world. Someone here was responsible for her death. The only thing that kept me standing firm was the drive to figure out who heartlessly ended her life. Oof. A light began to flicker weakly from the center of the circle of stands. The flickering gained strength as a shape began to take form within the light. Is this zero? Something like the shape of a person began to appear. Oh, finally, hello. Welcome, one and all! Welcome to the courtroom! Oh, they got numbers too. We got numbers. What to make of this? I've got a theory, but should I say it right now? Okay, I'm just gonna make a throwaway comment. I think this is the ultimate race car driver that Ashley talked about. I'm sus of Ashley right now. Because there's a lot she did not tell us. We'll see. Who are you? What is that? We'll see. Who am I? What is that? Bah! Answers to those questions don't matter too much. Besides, I think you ought to have more pressing questions since something super bad has transpired. All you really need to know is that I'm your lovely judge for today's trial. Okay, maybe I'm not a real certified judge or whatever, but I will be the one passing judgment on what happens today and after each subsequent murder to come. Judgment, not really a judge, is too long and confusing to address me, so you may call me Zero. The hologram of a person called Zero represented itself, giving a face to the voice of our killing game announcer. Okay, we're just going to dive right in. That was the shortest investigation I've ever seen. Without further ado, I take it you all know why you're here. Oh my gosh, this looks different. Jeez, you're all quite a bunch, aren't you? You're here to suss out who done it. In other words, you're all on trial to figure out who the culprit of today's heinous crime is. Did you think you could just get away with murder and win the prize? No, it's not that simple. The rules are as follows. Discuss, discover, and determine who the culprit is among your group. A majority vote will seal the individual's face and we'll just see what happens from there, yeah? One of few outcomes will occur. Determine and vote incorrectly, and the entire class is executed, with the culprit alone able to walk free and win the ultimate prize. That's the ideal endgame for the culprit. Determine and vote correctly, and the culprit alone will receive proper retribution and perish at the hands of your group decision. You might just live to see another day. Our victim today is Pandora Spare, the ultimate baker. Sweet young lady who could do nothing wrong. Or could she? Well, people can surprise you. So, with that out of the way, get to talking! Who exactly are you? What? You're still asking that even though I introduced myself all nice? You should have bigger concerns than that. Talk about the murder. I can't believe who did it isn't your top priority right now. Huh. No one wants to talk. Need I remind you your lives are kind of on the line? Just kind of. If none of you start talking, you'll all default to have lost the trial and you'll all be executed. You don't want that, do you? Executed? What does that mean? The dictionary definition of execute: to carry out a sentence of death. It's really quite simple. On the one hand, it makes my job easier. I don't have to listen to bad deductions. On the other hand, I'll be terribly bored if this game doesn't go past the first chapter. A lot of fourth wall breaking. Do not V3 me, please. I've had enough. Do not V3 me. Everyone, please, we need to discuss who could have possibly done the unthinkable. As trifling or even irrelevant as something may be, If you have any concerns about the case, speak now! Please. Oh, we don't even... It's scary. Say, are you okay? Say, please don't push yourself. Yes. Thank you. If he wants us to talk, I'll talk. Talk about how scared I am. I just want to go home. I can't get used to anything around here. I don't know any of you people. And then someone gets killed. Say, I understand it's difficult, but discussing our friend's death is necessary to ensure we don't find a similar fate ourselves. At the very least, we can try to remember our last moments with her. That Zero is right. We don't want to go down without a fight, right? Why don't we begin with Pandora's last known whereabouts? We last saw her in the atrium when we were investigating with Art. And then Kanon and Pandora came in. That's the last time we saw her. And then Pandora was all like, oh, I remembered something happened. That might be related. The silence in the room was oppressive. Trial to defend ourselves. Why did I need to defend myself if I know for a fact that I would never kill her? Regardless, no one knew where to start. Well then, I shall begin. Last I saw her, we were sharing a quiet breakfast. Okay, so I think we saw her a little bit after that. I can back that. The group was composed of Art, Echo, Missy, Pandora, and myself. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, yep. In the dining hall from about 7:40 a.m. to 10 a.m. Okay. Thank you for the recap. After that, we all kind of went our own way. You started hanging out with me. I went around the mansion with Echo to talk to the others who weren't at breakfast. Yep. Who did we see again, Echo? So it was Forte. We approached Kanon. Did we talk to Ashley? Oh, I can't remember if we talked to Ashley. So did we talk to Sam? Kanon, Lyle. We did talk to Lyle. Missy was with us. Oh my gosh. Wait, what names are different? Forte. I definitely remember Forte, so I think it's the middle one. Hold on, I'm just clarifying. But yeah, Missy was with us in the dining, so I'm gonna say the middle one. Okay, no time limit. Okay, that's interesting. Oh yeah! Oh my god, sorry. Those people were say Kanon, Forte, and Lyle, and we asked them about their talents. That's right. But when we were touring the mansion, we met with those four and no one else. The only ones we didn't see after breakfast were Pandora and Ashley. I mean, we met with Pandora when we were talking to Kanon, but she didn't stick around long. She said she had somewhere to be and left to go who knows where. So there's a period of time in which no one saw Pandora last. Is that correct? The window apparently being somewhere between 10 a.m. to approximately 4 p.m. Okay. Can anyone else provide their whereabouts in their approximate time frame? Apparently Cyrus was in the climbing center. I was alone in the study for a good portion of the afternoon. I went to the theater at about 2:30 p.m. We were at the study at 4. Okay, never mind, we can't vouch for this. Can Forte vouch for that? You must have left just before I went in. I went to the study at 3 p.m, yes. I spent time in my personal room. I wasn't in one place. I was investigating the mansion. Until 3, that is. I met up with Art for a little bit for that strategy meeting. And eventually landed in the jazz club right before 4. I was regaling myself with the amenities in the theatre for much of the afternoon. I was in my room too. Lyle said something else. I don't know. After I had a meal with Art and Echo, I went back and didn't leave it. Oh yeah, we did. Okay. Sorry, I'm just trying to process everything. I was in the atrium for a while, yes. Looks like no one has a particularly strong alibi except Art and Echo, who can vouch for each other until 3 p.m. What does that mean? It means that since many of us were acting on our own for an extended period of time, our whereabouts can be heavily doubted. Anyone could have lied about their activity and instead set up some sort of trap to get rid of Pandora, since no one saw each other. So we're all suspicious? It's difficult to narrow down who is potentially suspicious on these claims alone. Let's calm down and think thoroughly. Why don't we move to the forced motive question? The question, along with the motivation music, is provided to push someone to commit crime. We ought to figure out about the question and what would have caused such distress. The forced motive question. Did we ever get Ashley's answer? I don't think we did. Oh. A small group of us talked about it briefly this morning over breakfast, but ultimately we couldn't figure out the purpose of the question. I think we're trying to suss out a fake talent personally, but that's just my theory for now. Why don't we discuss the purpose now that everyone is present? Okay, how is this going to go? The purpose of the forced motive question. The question was, are your talents a true representative of who you are, and who are you beyond your talent? What could it mean? Oh, I'm excited. I should pay attention to statements that might sound interesting. Okay, how are we going to... It makes no sense. Oh wait, do we just go along? How could such a simple question make us do something as extreme as end someone's life? Maybe someone had an existential crisis. Like we did. This morning we speculated that sharing the history behind our talents would only create a greater bond between us. There's this, but let's see if there's more. I am inclined to agree with that conclusion. It only makes sense after all. But it's also possible that it's a tactic used to instill... Okay, I already think. But how? I guess we can... Oh, are we just pressing? Wait, that sounds like the wrong... Oh, never mind. What do you mean by distrust, Ash? Let's say someone didn't want to talk about their talent, despite the talent being something that's highly lauded. If someone wouldn't talk about such an unassuming topic, the resistance should be suspicious, right? But just because someone's talent is public knowledge, it doesn't necessarily mean the individual's life and practice behind should be public as well. Ash, you kept your talent unknown to me for whatever reason. Are you saying you want me to believe you're suspicious? Of course not. How can you even say that? Did you ask someone about the forced motive question and not get an answer? No, I just didn't want to bother anyone with such a potentially loaded question. Is my talent a true representation of who I am? I never thought about my talent as a representation of me. It was simply a hobby that spiraled into something incredulous. I never would have thought racing would lead me to end up in such a strange mess. Sorry to press you so hard, Ash. Art asked me if I knew anything about your talent. Oh, that's right. And I couldn't properly answer him. That said, I think this conversation eventually proved your point, that it could cause discord. There's contention, even between us. That's alright. I'm sorry if keeping it a secret hurt you, Echo. I didn't mean to tie you up in such complications. It's not so complicated. You're my friend. If anything hurts, it's the fact that I burdened you with this topic. Well, that's the purpose of discussion, isn't it? To bring ideas and theories to light. And I don't suppose I just performed an example of the question causing such an altercation. Oh, what? Okay. Wow, wasn't that something? Best friends reconciling their differences for the sake of proving a point. I suppose every discussion has to start somewhere. Okay, as you were. Right. Thank you for that bookend, Zero. In that case, what if the question posed was meant to make us look at ultimate students' talents as an ends to justify the means product? Mean justice fries served with what? The end justifies the means. A saying in which a result is deemed so important that any method, morally good or bad, may be used to achieve it. In this case, I believe what Echo's saying is regardless how someone achieves such advanced talent or what the person is behind it is meaningless in the grand scheme of having an ultimate title. After all, didn't we all sign up for the preservation project knowing full well that we needed to bear an ultimate title? We heard it by word of mouth. An ultimate title. A precariously valuable title someone receives for super excelling in their field of expertise. What does this possibly have to do with Pandora getting killed? There's no way anyone was, like, jealous of her talent or something. Was there? We were all strangers before meeting in this scary place anyway. I fully wanted to believe. The chapter title, I translated it, and I think it's I could not succeed. Maybe you're onto something, so I don't know. Just throwing my thoughts out there. I want to believe we all got along well with her. We all got along with each other, in fact. I mean, Lyle was all like, friends who? I mean, I guess no one was, like, outwardly antagonistic. Well, besides Lyle, but, like, yeah, I don't think anybody was too antagonist. I mean, I guess there were, like, some conflicts, but nothing too... for lack of a better word. Anyway, I'm just trying to overanalyze everything to hopefully get to the conclusion before the game does, but I don't know. Without the killing game pressure, I don't see how anyone could possibly harbor any ill will. Someone does not like this mansion, apparently. Nah, someone has gotta hate her! What? What? I'm bored! I'm gonna give him a Monokuma voice, I miss it. You aren't talking about anything interesting, so I thought I'd throw you a bone to get the ball rolling a little faster. Not one single person is going to be loved by everyone. It's just not possible. I mean, everybody's got their haters. How could you say that? She did nothing but show kindness and warmth toward everyone. Pandora only ever wanted to share good food with good friends. Yes, she always worked tirelessly to bring us together with her delicacies. And Saya seems to have a soft spot for her. I was sus of him before, but now I'm not sure. He seems genuinely pissed. So maybe it's not it. I sure hope it isn't. Oh, blah! Oh, good show, everyone! What? You're all such great actors. What? I guess it's been fun watching, but the discussion really isn't going anywhere. Oh, I'll just put an end to this now. This case, this class trial, it's all an elaborate ARG scheme. Okay, we're gonna elaborate on that, are we? Lyle? It's all an act. The reason why there's so few clues is just a way to save resources. Imagine if the folks setting up the game had to use a bunch of fake blood to create the scene. There's no blood, there's just a scar. Though I suppose for the sake of entertainment, such systems exist to waste resources. Boy, what are you talking about? Pandora isn't dead. She can't be. Nothing adds up. But I suppose if you want me to keep playing, I'll say this. Let's talk about who was on the scene. Oh my god, you're not gonna accuse me, are you? If I recall correctly, it was Echo, wasn't it? Yeah. I saw Pandora's body first, and I called for help, which made Cyrus and Kanon arrive shortly after. Okay, easy. The culprit is one of you three. Yeah. Huh? Oh? What? On what grounds do you think you can speculate that? Pandora's supposed time of death was 4:05, right? Was it? How did she die that quickly? I'll set the scene. We're just minding our own business in the mansion, not knowing what's to come. Soon some nasty music starts playing. One of you three starts getting stressed out, so you strangle the first person you see. How else could we narrow down the culprit? It has to be someone who was near the scene after 4 p.m. And that person couldn't have gone far after escaping the crime scene. In my opinion, a motivation to kill a la stress from music is kind of shoddy writing. Oh, shade at Mithridate. But at least there was an attempt. Lyle keeps going on about the killing game being an ARG. Her death seems so real. Wait, doesn't that mean everyone's alibis from earlier don't amount to anything? Bingo. I believe you all discussed your whereabouts up to approximately 3 p.m. latest, but no one said anything from then to 4 p.m. when the music started. The critical moment to consider is the time just before the murder occurred, obviously. If someone offed Pandora via acute strangulation and made their getaway, it's not likely the culprit would have gotten far from then and when Echo supposedly discovered the body. So, with the window of action narrowed down to between 4 and 4:05, does anyone care to share their newly updated whereabouts? Alright, let's see. Okay, interesting, we don't have truth bullets. Where we all were in the approximate time around 4 p.m. leading to the motivational music. If we follow through with Lyle's speculation, we might glean some information that will help us. If everyone tells the truth, that is. Hanging out with Lyle, I went to the atrium, the music was blasting in it. Oh, we can't vouch for that. Should we just click on it? Or maybe we can, like, press. I'm not sure if we have health here, so I'll just... Or should I just keep going and let it, like, cycle back if it does? Oh, what? Did you run to the atrium when the music started playing? No, I was already found around that area after hanging out with Lyle. Why would I go to a giant room that echoes to avoid that horrible music? What? Yeah, no penalties. What? Oh, Missy joined me. I think she said something like that, right? Oh my gosh, we'll just see. I thought Forte and I could go backstage and control the sound system, but I'll attempt to refute. So it wasn't coming from the theater? How's in my room still hiding under the covers? I told you I was in the foyer leading up to this. I guess we were around there? It was noisy, nothing I couldn't deal with. You hesitated. Was it a pause? Is that what you said before? We'll see if it's... Hold on. Okay, we saw someone running, so like... You sure about that, mate? I'm scared. I think I'm gonna click on this. Why did you leave the door open in the first place? So if anybody wanted to join me... I just left it open just in case anyone wanted to join me. That's it? Is that reasoning so unbelievable? With the music? Even then? Well, you were just chilling there the entire time? Oh shit. Please don't do this to me. I guess not. Yeah, okay, no penalties. Okay, interesting. Okay, we're just gonna cycle back, okay? Okay. Okay, he hesitated, but we'll just... I just want to see everything. Yeah, okay. Okay, yeah, just cycles back. I'm so sorry. I'm just trying to get used to... This is very different from the original games. Okay, should I click on Lyle's statement? Because there was a pause. What the hell? Oh, okay, that gleaned something. Wait a minute, Lyle. I know for a fact that the jazz club is soundproof. I should have said something. But like, I don't know what that... Soundproof? But couldn't the music still play there? That's right. Yeah, you couldn't hear my shit. I mean, it wasn't that shitty. I mean, surely not. Sorry, I'm stuck. When I attempted to play the cello yesterday, you and Cyrus were just outside the jazz club in the hallway. Neither of you seemed to have any reaction when we came out shortly after. That means it's possible that Lyle is exempt from hearing the motivational music. I'm not sure. Does it? Oh, I suppose you're onto something. I admit, I don't even know what the motivational music sounds like, but... Confluence? But nothing. It's an awfully precarious situation you've put yourself in, Lyle. Sure, it's odd, but what's stranger still is how Lyle... How did Lyle know about the motivational music if he never heard it? Did we not discuss it in the open? I think we discussed it in the open. The kiosks. Okay, that's something we did not look at. Remember, they translate sound to text, but this time I only saw a message. It said something like preserving the atmosphere of the room. Zero. What's that? You're the judge of this trial, but you're also the announcement operator outside these walls. I assume you can assist with us with something clerical like this. Can you tell us what the kiosk message said in specific? Your current room is a special room that blocks all outside sound to preserve the atmosphere of the room. Please enjoy to your heart's content. Is that what was said in the jazz club? Interesting. If we're to take this seriously. I didn't write that, by the way. So you're saying we could have avoided the noise entirely? Isn't that too convenient? Wait a minute. In that case, what if Lyle is the one who killed Pandora? What? Did I not just say it was the music that would have provoked someone to kill her? I was in the jazz club. I didn't even hear the music. Therefore, I wouldn't have felt the motivation to move. Okay, I don't know why we're hinging on this. Like, I think the music might have masked something. I'm not sure if music's that powerful that it subliminally tells you, oh, go kill. No! You could have killed her in the jazz club and moved her body to the spa lounge. That would explain the lack of clues in the spa lounge. This is troublesome. Did any of us investigate the jazz club afterwards? I would have, but game. I was so shocked from seeing the body that I didn't even think about looking elsewhere. Yeah. I think we're all just as astonished as soon as we heard the body discovery chime. So perhaps Lyle counted on that fact and did indeed kill her in the jazz club. He doesn't have an alibi for a large portion of the afternoon anyway. Saying something like scouring the mansion for clues, he could have spent the whole day, unsupervised, plotting the terrible thing that ended Pandora's life. Hey, haven't you heard the phrase extraordinary claims require extraordinary evidence? Well, it's not out of the question. After all, the ultimate puzzle master could have set up something elaborate. So elaborate that this murder puzzle goes right over our head. That can't be possible. I was in the climbing center, which is between the spa lounge and jazz club. You would have seen him. Oh, shit. If Lyle committed the crime in the jazz lounge, I would have been plainly witness to the change of the scene. Interesting. You very well could have constructed that alibi to assist Lyle in his dark activity. A compass? What would how would that benefit him? And why on earth would I lie about such a thing? Settle down! Yelling at each other with hypotheticals isn't getting us anywhere. Agreed. If it will quell Say and Forte's worries, let's tackle their initial theory and go from there. Say and Forte are wrapped up in the possibility of Lyle killing Pandora in the jazz club. Is it worth discussing? I don't think there's anything pointing to the jazz club though. I must say no. This game seems to have been lenient so far. So I must say no and hope that's not too consequential. Should I save? No, I'm not going to save it. I'm going to say no. I don't think this will help us. I'm more worried about the pantry and the climbing center. So I'm going to say no. Say, Forte, please calm down. There's no way Lyle could have killed her and then moved the body. Huh? It's because someone would have seen him do that. Yeah, Cyrus, right? If we could trust him. I would have seen Lyle move the body if that were the case. Yeah, like, that's a lot to do in 5 minutes, too. Right? Like, the music started at 4. That's a lot to do in 5 minutes. I'm sorry, like, yeah, no. There's no way. Remember, I left the climbing center's doors open. The climbing center is located between the spa lounge and jazz club. By the recorded time of killing, the music would have been playing, and by then I was no longer climbing. Not with that din distracting me. Right, perhaps I'll accept your admission as truth. Seeing as the plausibility of Lyle moving the body is unfounded, where do we stand now? Oh my stars, you're all so bad at this! What? I'll tell you all for certain that nothing happened in the jazz club. Yeah, I didn't think so. Huh? I'm telling you this because you're all just awful at this trial thing! Jeez, I guess this is what happens when there's no ultimate detective around, huh? You hinting at something? And your ultimate photographer is so quiet, she's all but dropped dead at this point. Uh-oh. If she did drop dead, you'll have to go through another trial, and I don't think I have the patience to watch you run in circles at this rate. Gosh. Alright, since this is clearly going nowhere, allow me to throw you a boy. Oh, I'm sorry, inconsistent with voices. There's something strange about that note in the spa pool, don't you think? I'll very conveniently manage to redirect the conversation from the piece of evidence on scene. I'll let you all think for yourselves. The note must have something to do with Pandora's murder, but what? I'm certain Art and Lyle know something about it, since Lyle brought it up with us. But... Hello? What's with all the dead air? Don't want to talk anymore? You don't want everyone to die without giving your child your best shot, do you? Like, are any of you even trying to save yourselves? Maybe I should stop giving you all these opportunities. The courtroom fell silent. It seems we've all neglected the gravity of the situation. Or rather, we were avoiding it. It's just... nothing felt real. Pandora's death? Her body hardly showed any signs of injury. It was like she was asleep. It's as if we all wanted to forget the reality of the topic at hand, which was that someone had killed our friend. We kept dodging and darting around the main issue. Yes, as painful as it is, we must discuss the murder. It may seem hopeless at the moment, since we don't have much information to work with, but clues will reveal themselves as we bring up certain topics to light. So, don't hold your tongue. We must do this to save ourselves. Except for one person, probably. Then, I'll start with her cause of death. From there, it'll probably be easier to reason out potential culprits. According to the Monokuma file, it was strangulation. Can we identify what she was strangled with? Yeah, we never found the murder weapon, eh? We ought to touch upon the possibilities. It may be difficult to think about, but no one said such a fight would be easy. Okay. Just what was Pandora strangled with? Is there something we're missing? Alright, let's go for it. Yeah, I think so too. It's horrifying to think about, but perhaps the culprit used their own hands. I guess I don't have evidence, but I want to see everybody's statements. Let us narrow our thoughts and eliminate things that would be unlikely. We also ought to think about what in the spa lounge could be used. Like a towel? No, a towel's too thick, probably. Okay. Ooh. Let's just go with the ones I'm doubtful about. Yeah, okay, no, not that. I can't bear the thought of someone using their bare hands to do this. It's too cruel. Wait, Missy. If you think about it though, if someone was grasping so tight, don't you think there would be fingernail marks dug into the skin? Yes, I did notice that. I yield that you could be right. There weren't any signs of such brutality. No other injuries. I wouldn't easily forget something as violent as nails being dug into the skin. That helps clarify the possibility. I suppose I'm relieved to hear that. Okay. Something we're missing. Spa lounge? I think it's the word, but I guess it'd be odd. I mean, considering... Wait, you still can't see my cursor. Okay, let's see. Oh! What in the spa lounge could be used? If we consider the following... What? The climbing center and jazz club were occupied by one person each. Neither of the occupants saw anyone else during their stay. And the killing occurred soon after the 4 p.m. music. So it's likely the culprit could have only used whatever was available on location. Yeah, okay. If anything could be used? Think. Can I see the scene? I'm not sure. I didn't see anything. Shit, her hair tie? Hell. Or the towel? Oh yeah, I didn't see that this towel was a bit... I don't know, I still think it's too thick, but maybe I'm overthinking it. Could it be? Echo, are you onto something? I think so. You brought up a good line of thought that made me rethink the scenario. I recall seeing something that might answer our questions. Yeah, we did not say anything, eh? I believe the culprit may have used a towel to strangle her. It's an unassuming object, isn't it? Of course there are going to be towels in the spa lounge. So the culprit took advantage of the location and utilized the tools available. The tool being the very towel she was resting her head on. They must have strangled her by wrapping the towel around her neck and pulling it until she stopped struggling. Breathing altogether. It would explain the lack of fingernails dug in, as well as explain why I didn't see anyone near the climbing center in the event rope was used. It might just be conjecture. It's the best thing we have so far. Oh, there's something bothering me. If I may, what I don't get is, why was Pandora seemingly so relaxed in the spa? She was reclined and there weren't any signs of a struggle in the whole room. Oh my gosh, are they going there? No. I mean, her face was strained, but yeah, she did look relaxed for that. Oh no, they're not going where I don't know. There must have been the obnoxious music playing in the spa too, so I doubt she would have stayed. Strange indeed. I certainly couldn't concentrate on the climbing grips once it started. Oh, that music was so annoying! I didn't know it was playing until I was outside. More importantly, Echo, did you bonk your head or something? I think maybe. The spa lounge is soundproof? Well, I guess that makes sense since I threw the door open upon entering. Hang on, what? The lounge was soundproof? Whoops, was that not common knowledge? Hold it, explain yourself. Does that have relevance to the trial? If the spa lounge is soundproof, the motivational music was playing through the rest of the mansion. How many rooms are soundproof? What? Whoever was in the spa lounge with Pandora must have not been aware of the music. What? 0. I noticed in your kiosk message, you didn't specify which room was soundproof. It simply said your current room is a special room. Is that correct? I said I didn't write that! But, yes, I guess it did say that, didn't it? You're the one who told us that, what? Fine. Yes. All second floor rooms are soundproof. Happy? Cyrus? All second floor rooms? In that case, wouldn't Pandora have been completely relaxed and unaware of the motivational music when it started at 4 p.m? Wait, that's right. Oh, not the atrium. It's more of a giant hall than a room. No closed doors or anything, you know? Oh, okay. Is that legit? I wasn't aware. I left the climbing center's doors open during my stay. So it's not just the jazz club. Probably assumed the jazz club alone was soundproof because people perform in there. Now it has been revealed that Pandora was willingly in the spa lounge, relaxed and completely unaware of the music, presumably, far before it started playing in the first place. And even when it did begin, she would have been undisturbed by it due to the soundproof quality of the spa lounge. Just a minute! That means the motivational music had nothing to do with provoking someone to kill her! What? Echo, oh no. You have an idea of what provoked the person, don't you? You've had this look on your face since this afternoon. What? It's a note, isn't it? You've seen it before. In fact, you saw it before I brought it up with you and Art. You got me. Finally talking about the note! Yes, I've seen it before. I mean, we're hiding from her too, eh? Oh yeah, because she left. Pandora herself showed it to me last night. Pandora! Oh, he's pissed. How did she see it? Lyle said it was the announcement's special gift from this morning. That was speculation. I lied about that. Wait, did you even say anything? There was no special gift. What? Who was in the atrium? I mean, I guess we can't prove it. We were in the dining at the time, right? Yeah, there's no way we could prove where everybody else was. If someone did show up, I was going to call them a chump personally. I'm actually also perplexed as to where that came from. Although, maybe I shouldn't complain. The note has made things very interesting. What is this note you all talking about? The obvious thing in the pool? Remember that scrap of paper we saw in the spa pool? Yes, it was soaked beyond legibility. That's the note we're talking about. Namely, a note to be kept in secrecy. I remember it said, if you recognize one of the symbols depicted, then you have finally found me and are safe. Please do not speak of this note or the Mastermind Guilder. Trust no one but yourself. It had two emblems on it as the note references, and I saw one of those emblems on that shred of wet paper in the spa pool. Pandora was in possession of such a dangerous, suspicious thing. The culprit must have saw that she had the note on hand and threw it in the pool to soak and destroy it. They were probably afraid of the ramifications of protecting the recipient and what effect it could have on the rest of us in the killing game. They probably thought that whoever was in possession of the note must be linked to the game itself. And wouldn't the culprit be one of the few who knew of the note's existence? How do we prove that, though? Like, there might be more than, like, Lyle, Art, myself. That's right. She reacted when Zero first mentioned it. Ashley? Say? I'm gonna have to see that again. You reacted when Zero mentioned the note earlier. Have you seen the note before? Oh shoot, right. Yeah, Lyle. Oh, if he's telling the truth, then I have never seen it. I see. Well, how could that be? Lyle said he saw Say go into the pantry, and after she left, he saw the note. Before this trial, the only ones who could have seen it were Say, Lyle, Echo, and me, right? The atrium special gift was a lie. Then what's with the secret note being in the pantry earlier this afternoon? I imagine Pandora herself must have left it there. seeing as she was utilizing the ingredients from the pantry to make breakfast this morning. She just left it there? Then why is there a similar note in the spa's pool? She couldn't have left it out of her possession if it's supposedly a note to be kept in secrecy. Wait a minute, then are there 2 notes? But we still don't know where those notes came from in the first place. Ah! None of these random details are making any sense. I'm also having a hard time sorting out relevant information. Indeed, it's becoming difficult to define what is the truth, what happened when, and why things are as they are. Can't we try to lay down a timeline of events? Let's make a comic book! That could clear our heads and straighten things out, if anything. A timeline of events. Yes, I think that could help. I noticed a handful of discrepancies that could use clearing up. Alright, okay, how are we going to do this? Perhaps I ought to take the events back to last night when Pandora showed me the secret note. Okay. The note seems to be the biggest complication. I think it was 9 p.m. Yeah. Oh, what? The light started to dim during nighttime. Okay, it was 10 then. The note's so cute. Sorry. That's it. Okay. Oh, well, it was around that time. What's an hour difference? Okay, 10. It was 10. I remember the light started to dim during our conversation, indicating the start of nighttime. Okay. The following morning, which was earlier today, we can assume Pandora must have been up earlier than everyone else and preparing breakfast for us. Oh, okay. A group of us had... It was 7:30, right? Or 9. Oh, shoot. Oh my god, I really... shoot. It was... I don't think it was 11. Was it 9? 7? I mean, the game's been lenient, so I'll try 7? No, I barely woke up. Okay, my bad. Yeah, okay, 9. Yep. The forced motive question rang at 9. We briefly touched on the topic, but ultimately didn't feel any motivation to conduct any sort of killing, likely to the chagrin of the announcer. Afterwards, I had planned to go back to my room, but Art stopped me and we went around asking the other students. Okay. Apparently 3? Because we went to the study at 3. I think we were by ourselves. It's all the answer's all B's. That's it. But just before 3, Art and I ran into Lyle as he was going to his room. We talked to him for a bit about the question, but he had little to say on the matter. During our conversation, he brought to our attention the secret note, the same secret note Pandora had the night before. Someone left in the pantry. Okay, that's right. Person, Say. Lyle claims he saw Say scurry from the 2nd floor atrium to the pantry and back out again. After Lyle showed us the disarmed door and the secret note, Art and Lyle went off on their own and I went to the study at 3. While I was in the study, another announcement rang in and started playing some sort of jarring motivational music that once again attempted to start the killing. It was full. And nobody's died yet? That's right. I recall the announcer saying the time. I ran out of the study in a panic, trying to find any other Okay, are we going to get to the shadowy figure? Although I'm not sure if... Sorry. From the atrium, I saw a shadowy figure at the top of the stairs. I followed them but lost track of them, which instead led me to discover Pandora's body. Okay, what's going on there? That's a factor we have not deciphered yet. If only I was able to keep up with the shadowy figure, perhaps this trial would have been over sooner. It's strange. I couldn't seem to add up anything despite how much we knew. Or rather, perhaps there was some other unforeseen force factor that contributed to Pandora getting killed. There had to be something missing. Okay, what could be missing? I felt an uneasy anticipation tugging at me. Something willing me to continue the pursuit of whatever force caused this mess. I had to try. Uncovering the truth was more difficult than I thought. Oh, Pandora. She would tell me not to give up. I had to narrow down where this strange factor's weak point was. I thought about the scenario from the starting point of when the note was revealed, since it was a topic of contention. Perhaps I ought to think backwards from Pandora's death to see if there are any holes. Shoot, I didn't see anything, I feel stupid. Oh my god, oh fun. We're saying true, I don't think she was moved. Okay. Yes, there weren't any signs of a body. Yeah, okay, yeah. But before she was killed, what was Pandora's speculated state? Relaxed. She was chilling. She couldn't hear the doofy music. We were able to assume she was relaxed in the spa lounge because the lounge is soundproof. Okay, well, what are we getting at? We learnt that the spa lounge has soundproof qualities. If Pandora was in there with the door closed, she would likely not have been disturbed. Okay, but how did the killer get in there? When I first entered the spa lounge, I was initially under the impression that there was more motivational music playing within, because she opened the door. Little did I know it was only playing because I had thrown the door open, ruining the soundproof quality of the room. Okay, what is this? Oh shit. Someone noted that they were unaware of the music until they moved from one area to the next. I think it was art. Or Lyle. The fact is, the climbing center and jazz club were already occupied, and neither Cyrus nor Lyle claimed they were with company. Hold on, wait, let me see the log again. I remember someone said, oh, they were unaware of the music. I think it was art. Oh my god, I did not make note. Yeah, no. This person could have left the only remaining room that shared the soundproof quality of the other two. Why was Pandora seemingly so relaxed in the spa? She was reclined and there weren't any signs of a struggle in the whole room. There must have been the obnoxious music playing in the spa too, so I doubt she would have stayed. Strange indeed. I certainly couldn't concentrate on the climbing grips once it started. Oh, we're going... Ah, shit! The music was so annoying, I didn't know. Really? Okay, we'll see. Did I bonk my head? What? There it is. Ah, shit! Ah, the bullets! Uh-oh, dude. Dude, I knew you were too friendly. Okay. That's so random, why would you... We'll see. By making a remark of the change between locations, the culprit could have only been in the spa lounge before the motivational music. Okay, honestly, I did not clock art. I did think he was sus, but I thought he would have been sus like later. I did not clock this. The culprit could have only been in the spa lounge before the motivational music. By that logic, the culprit must have shared the room with the victim. Oh, but why though? But why? Dude! Everyone? Alright. I think I have the full picture. What was with you? You were totally spaced out for a second. It's like Hangman's Gambit. Be quiet, you. Oh, yes, ma'am. Echo, was there something we were missing? Yeah. I think something might have slipped right under us. We've been looking at this under the guise that the motivational music had everything to do with the murder. However, there is a discrepancy in that thinking. Pandora was never exposed to it, yet she wound up victim to the effects of it. As we discussed and discovered, all second floor rooms are soundproof from outside noise when the door is closed, save for the atrium because it's like an open area. Case in point, Cyrus leaving the climbing center, doors open, and Lyle undisturbed in the jazz club. But then I noticed someone said something strange. Oh, we love the sibilants. They mentioned that they weren't aware of the music either, that is, until they exited a presumably soundproof room. Neither Cyrus nor Lyle ever encountered anyone during their stay. So by process of elimination, the only room this person could have exited would be the spa lounge. Shit. I don't know if anyone else picked up on it, but I think I know who the culprit is. Art, did you kill Pandora? Art! Hang on. Okay, I did not clock it. That can't be. Please, yield. Echo, this thought of yours. It's awfully bold of you to point the finger at someone so conclusively. It's only a shred of an idea, but it's the only piece that fits. At least you're using evidence. I'm going purely off of vibes. If we put the timeline together between from when Art and I separated as 3 p. Oh shit! It's not unreasonable to assume that this crime was conducted during a smaller window, after Art and Lyle separated and before the motivational music. It's... Oh! Oh, Lyle's broken over there. Oh, this is messy. Wait, I want to see. Oh, shit. You're all just going to listen to that tiny, impossible statement. Art, say something. Don't let them tell you what's what. It's nonsense. Oh, no, the bromance. In fact, he was with me in the jazz club until 4 p.m. Yeah, isn't that right? But she died at 4 or 5. It doesn't matter. Lyle, you must know that we are beyond the veil of smoke and mirrors at this point. What are you implying? It's far too late for you to defend him. If you two were together, it would have been mentioned ages ago. Oh, shit. The shadow I saw at the top of the stairs. It must have been Art fleeing the spa lounge toward the atrium. He did go that way. He must have not known there was distressing music playing outside the spa. Otherwise, he would have let slip that he noticed a shift in music when leaving the spa after the fact. Oh, wait, sorry, I'm just... Lyle, please, think about the events in your head. As much as I hate to admit it, there's only one answer I can think of. Even though this is all speculative, and I want nothing more than not to believe it, this is the only ammunition we have. We're your friends, aren't we? Please, if we're wrong, just tell us we're wrong. Yeah, but then we'll be back to square one on it. Oh. If this is all untrue, we can put this debacle behind us. Echo, do you... Yeah, he was all like, oh, golf. I don't know anything outside of golf. Remember what I told you when you asked me about the false motive question? Yeah. I recall you said you liked playing golf, but you haven't expanded your interests outside golfing. I guess that is suspicious, eh? Yeah. It's because... Oh, they would never let me. Oh, and then Pandora has such a lovely family. Oh, oh, that's so sad. It's a terrible existence. Being the ultimate golfer for them. All day I stand out around in the sun, listening to jerks pitch false interests and crummy business ideas to each other. I'm not playing golf. I'm just there to look good while the suit's off, playing corporate deception and back scratching. They made me hate golf. So the motive question. It made me think about what I was doing. I wasn't having fun anymore, you know. Even though I'm great at it. I'm the ultimate golfer. Even if that's the case, I didn't feel like me anymore. It's weird. I've had more fun here, hanging out with everyone, not indulging my talent, even though it's the thing that landed me here in the first place. But why Pandora? I kept thinking about that. I kept thinking about the FMQ, about how I hate this part of me that blessed me with an opportunity to hang out with you all fun people. Before I knew it, I wandered into the spa lounge for some peace and quiet. I thought no one was in there, but Pandora was there, quiet as a mouse. I didn't even notice her until I sat right next to her. She was so nice. Good afternoon, Art. Care to join me? Sure thing. Are you alright? I didn't scare you, did I? Oh no, I just, didn't notice you when I came in. You know how it is. It is somewhere else and all. Oh, I see. Art, may I ask something? What's up? I believe I heard about you influencing a merger between yours and Lyle's school, am I correct? Yeah, that was a while ago. It's such an amazing accomplishment. I could only wish to achieve something half as grand as that. Oh, it's nothing. I hardly remember it. If you insist. It's nothing to sneeze at either. I'm sure the students of both schools have benefited greatly from the feat. Yeah, probably, but I wouldn't know. I only went to school for a year before I was pulled out to focus on golfing. I had a private tutor to cover the difference. Oh, that's quite a generous offer. I hope you can use your talents and position to help more people. I don't know if it's that big a deal. I have faith in you, Art. In fact, I believe all of us have the ability to induce a beneficial change like that if we're given the opportunity. Ultimate students, we have the power of passion and influence in our hands, just like them. Excuse me. I hope we all use it for the good of the future. I know we will. Oh my god, the note? Yes, at last. I finally found them. I didn't know what to say. Power of passion. Influencing change isn't as rosy as she chalks it up to be. The only thing that my talent has ever gotten me was trapped. I used to golf all the time with my grandfather before he passed away. After that, I was taken in by some company who would take care of me. 3 square meals and a comfortable place to live. I always played perfect games. Perfect, but boring. Day in and day out, it was the same thing. I thought I was there to show my skill, but every game was just an outside business conference. Eventually, I honed my skills enough to hit a hole-in-one no matter what. I played short games no one would ever care to watch. But I ace it, I love it, I whiff it, and I eat it up. At that point, they didn't care what I did. Using my talent for the good of the future. What about my future? I didn't want to stay with that group for the rest of my life. I thought escape into the preservation project would finally free me from that imprisonment. Everything's all messed up. When Pandora closed her eyes, I felt burning. She said she found them. Who was she talking about? It was obvious, right? I didn't know what to say. I just took the note she had and threw it in the pool. I wanted it to go away. Everything happened in slow motion. It's like my body had moved on its own. My head was ringing. My hands narrowed onto the towel on her shoulders. And everything was red. It was like there was a fire in my head. I heard her gasp. My arms were tense. And eventually... I'm sorry. I'm sorry, Lyle. I was just trying to have fun with you earlier. Oh. My good-for-nothing talent made me despise golf. I've never had fun with it since people discovered they could use me for their business deals. Running around with you, figuring out a big puzzle. It was the most genuine fun I've had in a while. Thanks, Lyle. What the... No way. No way! This isn't real! You're just part of the fake game, right? You didn't kill anyone! You're an actor! Tell me you're an actor and the whole story was a fake! Art! Tell me this isn't real! It was miserable. Like all of us. Lyle was struggling to come to terms with the fact that Art, of all people... Lyle... Is this the truth? We have a shred of evidence to go with a confession. I don't know if I can point out a culprit based on such little proof. Missy, you want to keep discussing, even after his piteous confession? I'm able to have my doubts, am I not? I can't accept it. I'm sure the rest of you are also having trouble just the same. Doubting is the only thing keeping me from fully realizing the weight of a lofty, impossible to swallow truth. If I can doubt, I can still cling to the possibility of Art not committing such a horrible crime. Missy, you're deluding yourself with a false hope. Just like the unfortunately misguided Lyle. I never thought I'd see Lyle break this early. Oh man. Oh, such thinking is unsustainable. There's no need for doubt. Ganon? I have definitive proof. Ganon? It was small, but it was unmistakable. Wait, he was in the atrium. That was just before the murder, what? Art was seated at the base of the atrium centerpiece globe with his head in his hands, and it was taken at 4:04. The photo looked to be shot from the second floor entryway. That means the shadowy figure I saw was... It was me. Following Art as he fled from the spa lounge. Oh. I was in the foyer, remember? So when I saw Art emerge from the spa lounge, I went to tail him, following him as far as the entrance to the atrium. Then I heard you shout for help, and I did an about face. Little did I know, I would stumble upon the very thing he was running from. What the heck is this? I'm not sure he's a weird photographer. So, does that settle your doubt, Missy? Wait, what the? But why wait to reveal such damning evidence? You think I want his blood on my hands? If I presented this photograph, we'd know the culprit for certain thanks to me. Because I'm always unlucky enough to be in the wrong place at the wrong time. I don't want to bear that weight on my conscience. I know it's selfish, but take it or leave it. Then I suppose it's settled. Oh shit. If we can agree this is unquestionably the truth, there's no room for doubt. It seems you've all come to a consensus. In that case, it's voting time! This is the final phase of the class trial. Vote for who you think is the culprit. After all that jabbering, you better have a solid answer. Don't let any of that sentimental doubt or faith or whatever keep you from saving yourselves. It's voting time! Oh shit, we get to choose? Oh shit, you're not letting me choose anybody else. Oh shit, why? I'm sorry, dude. It's not letting me pick anybody else. Oh shit. Okay. Oh. Wait. Oh. Guilty. Ooh. And we have a winner of the animated sprite. Oh my god. This is terrifying. Please stop. The culprit responsible for the murder of Pandora's Sphere is none other than the ultimate golfer, Arturo Campopiano. Ugh, took long enough. Let's try to do better next time, alright? But for now, it's time for the grand finale! You've reached your exciting destination at the end of your first class trial! Now, destination be punishment time! Oh shit. What's it gonna look like? I'm scared. Nah. Oh, we're just going to... what? Oh, what's with the... is that Owl? Punishment time? Well, yeah, eye for an eye, right? He was caught. Too bad. Recap rule number 5. To expedite the process and toward the grand prize, one must kill a fellow student without getting caught. Oh, but what happens when they do get caught? Recap trial rules. Determine and vote correctly, and the culprit alone will receive proper retribution and perish at the hands of your group decision. It's bizarre. If it weren't for Echo's conveniently specific memory and Connell's terrible luck pulling her witness to him, I might have gotten away. Do you have anything to say for yourself, Arturo Campopiano? This is what the Preservation Project wanted, isn't it? To kill and live on. To prove your strength above other ultimates. What? You think you're gonna live on? Whoops! You clearly don't have the emotional constitution to carry the pupil's future. What? Oh. You let your fears and anxieties eat you until you broke. Stop. Why? I'm shocked Pandora didn't live. Please. She lost to you. A weak, vulnerable, pathetic. I couldn't bear to hear anymore. That's enough. A silvery voice rose from somewhere. We get to see the other announcer? Her voice, it was the other announcer. The voice that welcomed us to this place was here? Ooh, I'm excited. Zero. Stop this at once.
Oh, I believe I got rid of you, but you still came back? So weird. Ha! See what I did there? Eve?
Eve? These students revealed the culprit. Was that not sufficiently entertaining enough for you?
Yeah, they sure did do their thing, but geez, did it take a while. Right, fine. His face was just so rich with despair. I couldn't help it. It was fun for you too, right?
Stop this.
Fine. I'll get on with it. Ha! Goodbye, Archer, couple piano, the ultimate golfer. Your execution awaits. And so it goes.
Zero's hologram warped out and a huge rumbling sound tore through the room. Something was coming. Oh shit. The courtroom floor rumbled beneath us. One of the trial grounds walls slid open, revealing a dark pit beyond the walls. From within, a golf cart came shrieking out, drifting and encircling our stands to stop squarely behind Art. Mechanized arms swept Art off his feet, pulling him into the cart that had hardly stopped for a second before peeling back into the darkness that it came from. Art became sequestered from us. All we could do was watch in horror as his fate was projected on a screen in the middle of the trial grounds. Art was tossed unceremoniously into what appeared to be a sand bunker in the middle of a giant miniature golf course. In a daze, he rose, coughing up sand and meeting the gaze of a kitsch bear statue holding a raised jar. The bear twitched, its metal body groaned wearily as the arms shook to life. A swing tunneled through the air. Art gasped. Oh, they couldn't animate this? Oh, that's a shame. I mean, probably for the best. Oh.
Phew, that was worth the wait, I think. It's funny. He hated golf, but little did he know all those business deals he sat in on. Those deals were the ones that brought the funding in for the preservation project. The very thing he wanted to escape to. He thought he could fly away, but it turns out that his influence was inescapable. Life sure is cruel, isn't it?
It was horrifying. Disgusting display, mocking Art's ultimate title, ended his life. He hated his talent. In his last moments, it was all he saw. We all stood, completely and utterly shocked. We all stood. No one said a word. No one moved a muscle. An unmistakable sinking feeling throws us over. Despair.
In return for entertaining me, how about I answer one question that's been drilling into your minds?
Where are we? This isn't the preservation project at all, is it?
I said one question only. Our beloved courtroom resides in the Monokuma superstructure. Remember those earthquakes? Those aren't going to bother us thanks to civil engineering. The wonders of modern technology never cease, huh? So cool! I hope that satisfied your curiosity.
Certainly you did not, you gad! Zero. That silvery voice spoke once more. You are a reaper of despair. Whatever you do ends in futility and provides no benefit to anyone. No benefit to anyone except you and your horrible Schadenfreude. Do not think for a moment you've won. I will continue to fight back, even after what you've done to me. Sliver of light remains. Echo Point, excuse me. Huh? You've received the title of Ultimate Memory. What?
Memory? What is that? We have a tactician, photographer, and silly puzzle master. Good memory for their skills is already required, wouldn't you think? I won't even humor you with this one. The talent isn't even comparable to something remotely used or ultimate analytical prowess like that one pathetic girl. Oh my god, no, she's back. Oh. Come on, you've really given up trying, haven't you? It's no fun having any competition. Fine, you think that will give these people hope? NP6, your queen is in trouble. What the hell? We're playing chess now? I don't know anything. I have a little information neither you nor the students will like. Oh, for fuck's sake. Serious? It's something to be wary of. I knew that. Let's just keep going. I can't. Oh shit! Ah! He isn't who he says he is. I knew that coming especially. Oh. He's not a normal ultimate student like the rest of you. He's much more involved in this game than you think. Ultimate charisma is a terrible cover talent. You know, I was joking, but oh my god, stop. Oh, I want to go back to the halcyon days. You're all truly clueless if you believe that. Zero, stop. You've meddled enough. And you haven't. I've been given this power for a reason, you know. And I'm going to use it as I please. This isn't the answer. Whatever, conference closed. These losers can marinate in despair for a night. But tomorrow, we'll get it going again. Woohoo! Zero. Shut up! I'm tired of your poor, useless attempts at creating hope. It's disgusting. You'll never win. You're a failure. The ultimate failure. Yeah. Bye! Oh my god, that was a lot. That odd display, the two holograms cut out. What just happened? I was on the verge of tears. My whole body shook violently. Wait, do we have like eidetic memory or something? No, there was that part when we blacked out in the flashback, right? What happened after we drove off? My whole body shook violently. Ah! There was a weight at the bottom of my heart, dragging my whole body down. I felt like my head was going to split. Becoming trapped in a single luxury mansion where it seemingly didn't belong. Stuck with a group of revered students with a so-called ultimate talent. Getting involved up in a class trial where we had to investigate someone killing someone else. Concluding with gruesome execution. As if everything else wasn't enough. Why was this happening? I want to go to bed. For a long time. Oof. Before I knew it, my limp body dove to the floor and I keeled over. My eyes closed wearily and I allowed myself to sink into the velvety darkness.